Good morning, students. Today we will be doing plant tissue part 2. In this, we will be doing permanent tissue. Initially, we did meristematic tissue. Now, what's the difference between the meristematic tissue and permanent tissue? Students, as you know, meristematic tissue is a dividing tissue. It continuously divides to form new type of cells. These new cells, which are formed by the meristematic tissue, these cells take up permanent shape, and size and perform a particular function, and they form permanent tissue. Now, permanent tissues are of two kinds: simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. We'll be dealing with both the tissues in this chapter. First, we will take up simple permanent tissue. In simple permanent tissue, we again have three types: collenchyma, parenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Now, what is specific about these tissues? One thing is specific about these tissues, that all the cells are of same kind. All the cells of parenchyma are same kind, collenchyma same kind, and sclerenchyma, all the cells are of similar kind. Let's do them in detail one by one. Let's first take up parenchyma. In parenchyma tissue, where is this tissue present? This is the major tissue, and it is present almost everywhere: in stems, in roots, in leaves, and even in fruits. The cells of this tissue are loosely packed. They have large intercellular spaces between them, and cells are made up of thin walls, and these walls are made up of cellulose. Their major function is to store food, hence they have large vacuoles. It's a living tissue. Now, if parenchymatous cells contain chlorophyll and help in photosynthesis, then such parenchymatous cells are called sclerenchyma. And if certain parenchyma cells have large cavities between them, which are especially present in the aquatic plants, then that parenchyma is called aerenchyma, and it helps the plant to float. Because of the large air cavities, it provides the plant with buoyancy. What is buoyancy? Buoyancy is the ability to float. So this is about parenchyma. Now we come to collenchyma. Collenchyma is a tissue in which the cells are elongated. They have less intercellular spaces as compared to parenchyma. There is one thing specific about this tissue. These cell walls of the cells are thicker at the corners due to the deposition of pectin. Because pectin is deposited at the corners, hence the walls are thicker at the corners. The major function of this tissue is to provide the flexibility to the plants. Now, students, when we pull down the branch, and after some time when we release it, the branch goes back to its position. Now, who is helping it to gain its position is collenchyma. This tissue provides flexibility. Its other function is that it provides mechanical support. Next, we come to sclerenchyma. Now, sclerenchyma is composed of long, narrow, and dead cells. These cells are thick-walled. Now, why are they thick-walled? The walls are very, very thick due to the deposition of lignin. The walls are so thick that there is very less space inside the cell, and there are no intercellular spaces. This tissue provides hardness and strength to the parts of the plant. It is present in stems, in the veins of the leaf, and in the hard covering of seeds and nuts. For example, wall of the walnut, seed coat, and husk of coconut.